And for this video, the project that I'm going to work on today is actually going to be a Enderman grinder because we need easy levels. So you can go ahead and enchant stuff and work on digging up the perimeter. We also need to get a beacon, but we will get that soon. But for right now, we're going to start building this, and I've already got a single pathway down there. I think I measured it out to be 2.5 stacks of ice, so that would be 160, I believe. Yeah, 128 plus 32, that's 160. So from here to all the way to the end is 160 blocks. And I'm going to make this 3 blocks wide. So I'm going to go ahead and place these extra ice blocks down here. And the reason why I'm using ice right now is because I am going to put slabs on top of them. So when you're running into the grinder, you can sprint and actually hop because there's going to be blocks on top of you, and this will actually make you run faster so you can get there quicker because it's about 200 blocks away, 160 blocks away. And I'm just going to make that easier because we're going to be using this frequently. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and finish this on both sides, and then we can start working on the platform over there. So I will cut it and I'll see you then. Okay guys, I finished the walkway. I added both sides. I made it 3 blocks wide. And there's no slabs on here yet because I wanted to use quartz slabs. I want to use quartz slabs because originally I wanted to use snow, but you can't place snow on ice because it's a transparent block. So that's out of the question. So I'm using the next best thing, which is quartz. And there's not any on here yet because we haven't mined any yet. I'll go mining later for quartz. I have a fortune pick, so that would be easy to get. And right here we have a 13 by 13 platform for the common area. This is where like the enchanting table is going to be, and the storage and garbage disposal and all of that is going to be. And I'm not sure if I want to make all the Endermen go here into the middle of this place. I would have to change up the design a bit. And the design I'm using for the grinder is actually Panda 4994's. The one that uses tripwires and regular pistons because it's a bit item efficient, I guess, and it works pretty well. So that's the design that I'm using. I still need to tweak it a bit. I might want to put it right here in the middle of everything. If not, if I can't find a way to put it here, then I'll just branch off another room over here, and that's where the Enderman is going to be. It's just going to have an independent room. So I'm going to play around with this a bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, I decided what kind of blocks I wanted to use for the floors. I'm going to use quartz because we're going to use slabs, and I realized we can get a lot of slabs easily. And for the actual spawning area, we're going to use cobblestone because you're not going to look at that anyways. So this is just what you see. And the reason why I haven't placed slabs here is because I'm actually going to take these ice blocks out and put hoppers here. This is where I'm going to have to Enderman gather up here. So this is where you're actually going to be killing them. And when the pearls fall down, it'll go through the slab into hoppers, and those will be funneling into a chest here. I'm going to have a chest just for ender pearls, and once it gets full, I'm going to have it actually spit it out into the void so it doesn't overflow, or yeah, so these hoppers don't actually fill up either. And yeah, so there's that, and then I'm going to have a enchanting table here and storage room for crafting and items like iron and diamonds and sticks and stuff for your tools and armor that you're going to enchant, and books. And I don't know if you can actually have sugarcane farms in the end yet. I'm going to test that out. If you can, I'm probably going to put a sugarcane farm here and a cow farm right here, so you can actually get books without going back into the overworld. So there's two things I'm gonna add if it works. And we had a lot of quartz, and Tommy is actually on. He's helping me right now. He's gonna go get some more quartz for me. I actually die. I don't know how. I was running along this bridge, and it said that I fell, and all my stuff went over the bridge, and I think it was because of lag. I'm not really sure. I lost all my tools. All I got was my shovel. So I'll be waiting on Tommy to get me some more quartz because all we have are slabs. And for the walls, I want to use the pillars and the chiseled quartz. Also gonna use redstone lamp. I think I lost those as well, but we have some more. I'm gonna use those lamps as lighting, and I'm gonna put blocks underneath them so they don't actually melt this ice here. And I will show you that when I get my stuff. And I'm gonna go run and grab more materials, and I'll be right back to finish up the walls and other areas. Okay, we're back. I have material to build the grinder now. I actually had to raise this platform one because it was all the way at the bottom. We need one extra or one empty layer on the bottom so we can build our little garbage disposal. And so we already went ahead and did that. Tom is going to help me with this. So right here, this is level 0, and we are actually on 1.5, I guess, because we're on half slabs. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this garbage disposal. I'm just going to build um, these cobblestone pathway all the way out. 17 blocks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, the reason why we're building this 17 blocks away is because sound travels 16 blocks, I believe. And the dropper, we're placing it this far so we don't hear it, and it can get annoying, so that's why we have this over here. And at the end here, let's see, I should get some hoppers, but we can place them down later. Okay, so right here, um, this is where our hopper chain is gonna end actually. So, and we want to place it one block to the side. Or you'll see why. So our dispenser, or dropper, I should make some, but our dropper is actually gonna go right here. And let me go ahead and make some right now. We need 4 droppers total, so let's go ahead and get that. There we go. Alright, so now we have our droppers. What's going on? You want to place 3 like this. Well, yeah, like this. And then the last one is gonna be... Ooh, I've already messed up. We actually want it like that, because this bottom block is gonna be where the these blocks are gonna go, so it can detect if this dropper has a item in it. So let me go ahead and make another one and get rid of that dropper. And let's go ahead and get our hoppers and some redstone. Oh, we need some... Actually, I can make one here. Let's see. We need some stone so we can make repeaters and copperators. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up a furnace and cook up some wood. So I can get coal or charcoal to make some stone. So while I'm doing that, or while we're waiting, I will be placing down these blocks. Let's see. I need some more cobblestone. Alright. Oops. Careful. Oh, I didn't even make the hop dropper. Fuck, I'm sorry. Alright, we have our one dropper. We have our pickaxe. So let's get these guys off. Alright, so our last dropper is actually going to be the one that spits it out. And it's going to be spitting it out into the void. And right now we are going to make the detector for this. And if you guys remember how we had it for the chicken, I think, yeah, the chicken farm, it's going to be the exact same thing, pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and set these up. Yeah, like this. And let's see. Our chest is going to go right here, so I'm going to go ahead and place. Ooh, that's bad. Let's do this. So our chest is going to be right here. Right? Let's see. Staircase, staircase. That's right. Anyways, it's going to be around there. I hope. Let me check to see how high this chest is, and I will continue building this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was just one block off. Our chest is actually going to go here. Well, I was right, but the hopper is going to be right here above it, so I can place the ender pearls back into the chest. And the way we're going to have it deactivate this row right here, we are going to actually shut it off by powering the block. So I'll show you what we'll be doing here. This is dangerous, but do it. Go ahead and place some blocks here. Actually, this gone. Alright, so the reason why this isn't going here is because we'll be placing a block right here that is going to be powered, and we don't want to stop this chain here. So we'll be doing this. There we go. Yeah, here we go. And like that. Let me go ahead and make a chest so you guys can see a bit clearer, I guess. I know it looks rough, but we'll finish it up. Oh, I already had some chests. Oops. Alright. So the chest is gonna be here. And I'm gonna go ahead and place these hoppers over here from where the Endermen are gonna die. So we'll be placing these alongside here. Right? Yeah, like this. So we won't actually need these right here. We need some more hoppers. I'll fix that later. Alright, so all of these are going to be hoppers facing into this. I can go ahead and do that, but I'm just going to wait until we have enough hoppers for that. Cover this back up. So it's going to be like this. And the way I'm going to set this up is I'm going to have a comparator here. And it's just going to send a very long signal. Let me see if I can make a torch. And, yeah, I can. Alright, let's see. Comparator's going to be facing this way. The power is going to go over here. And it's going to go down one. Just because. And then it's going to go 3 this way. And it's just gonna go all the way down here. So we hit this spot here that we left open. And from here, we're just gonna go up 1. And this is gonna be right there. And what we're gonna do is right here, we're gonna have a torch right here. And this is gonna be powering this block here. I need a repeater here to actually power this block. And what that will do, it will power this. Actually, no, yeah, I'll just leave it like that. But yeah, I'll place a repeater here later, whenever I get it from Tommy. Or actually, we can make it now since the stone is probably done. I didn't put any stone in there. Anyways, it's gonna power this. It's gonna stop this from sucking items in, which will allow this item to actually receive items from this hopper. Oh no. What just happened? Well then. Alright, I cooked up some stone and made a repeater, or some repeaters and comparators, and I already went ahead and placed one of these here for the chest. And Tommy helped me out by making this platform here so I don't die again. But yeah, I ran this wire down here and all the way into this block. So what happens is when that block, or when that chest is filled, it will send a signal all the way down here, and it will deactivate this torch, which will stop sending signal to this block right here, which will deactivate this, or will activate this hopper actually, and it'll start sending items into this dropper, which will start shooting items out into the void. Let me get rid of that. We'll be removing most of this scaffolding blocks later, after we're done wiring it. I'm gonna go ahead and place these down. Yeah, it's just one of those basics item detector, I guess, and it just sends power over and over again as long as this item or this dropper has a block in it. We use it for a chicken design, and I put a redstone here so it'll actually power this block right here, which will actually power this as well. Some items might get stuck in here, but it'll only be like one item being stuck, so that's fine with me. And this right here, this will actually power this, so as long as items are going through here, this will be shooting items out. So there might be a few items getting stuck in here actually. If it is a problem, I'll fix it later, but I don't think there's going to be a problem now. So what this does, again, it stops sending power to this block, which will deactivate this hopper. So this hopper won't try to take items from this anymore. So this hopper will actually start sending items down this chain into the chest. That's only when it's empty or not fully full. So there's that. The reason why it doesn't go into this hopper when this is not powered is because this hopper will try to take the item out of this block right here before this hopper actually sends the item out. So that is why that works. So if I place an item here and it is powered, it will actually go all the way down to that chest. Yeah, you see, you didn't hear the dispenser or dropper tick. So if I deactivate this for a second, and that would mean this would be full, and I place an item in here, it will actually go down into this dropper. And this dropper will spit it out the next time an item goes in here. So there is that. Did I get it back? Yeah, I did. There's our system for the chest. I know it looks kind of long and like a lot of blocks, but I couldn't figure out any other way to do it without hearing the dropper sound over and over again. So there's that. And then next, I am just going to build up the wall. I'm going to remove all of these blocks here since we're done with this. And I will see you guys then, and we will decorate this room, and then we'll start building the actual grinder. Okay, we finished up the hub area. We have our enchanting table over there, and this is our ender pearl chest. I actually had some stuff in there. Sorry, my cat's on my keyboard. Anyways, that's where our storage room is gonna be, and yeah, you're just gonna enchant stuff here. And you have books here. It's a level 30 enchant already. And the way I did the lighting, I told you earlier, I put blocks underneath it, and this makes it to where this light just it just blocks it off, so these ice don't melt. So that's how I have it. I already topped all the redstone stuff with just slabs, or you can use any other block, but I just top them off so they don't break when you pour water over them. You can see I already did it here too. And now we're gonna start building the actual grinder. I'm gonna start off by building the um, I don't know what it's called, the bars that are for the falling area, the falling pit. Since you don't want Endermen spawning there or falling out, you want to space them out to be 2 blocks away from each other, or 2.5, which is what I'll be doing to save some time. So what I'll be doing here is, um, there we go. That's 2.5 blocks up, and I'm just gonna, oops, wrong way. I need a pickaxe. I'll break that later. But yeah, I am. I'm just going to build a boundary around the actual pit, and I'm gonna do this until I'm 40 blocks up, because that's when, or that's the height at which Endermen fall to receive damage that will take them to half a heart. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back when I finish. Okay, I finished the boundary outlines, I guess. And now I'm going to build these spawning pads. And what I'm gonna do is, first I gotta put in the buffer or the cushion, the vines that stops the Enderman from taking so much fall damage, I guess. And what I'm gonna do here is, oh, not here. I need to go up. Should have left that, but yeah. I'm gonna just build the buffer starting here. I am 40 blocks above the spawning. I'm actually like 42. But that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and build this. This is the bottom part where the buttons are going to go. And I'm going to get the buttons and just go ahead and place them here. And what these buttons do, they just stop the vines from growing. And the vines is actually the buffer that stops the fall damage from the Enderman. Got that. And this is actually where the vines are going to go. And I actually did not have any vines before this, so I went and looked for a jungle biome to get some vines, and I forgot that swamp biomes actually had vines in them, because I don't really go to swamp biomes. So I had to travel like 5,000 blocks to actually finally find a jungle biome, before realizing I could have just gone like 200 blocks away from spawn and get vines from the swamp. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to build this out into the middle and build another buffer right here. And this is just to make sure that they reset their fall damage and not fall straight through the middle, since I have like this open area of 3x3 in the middle without vines. So I'm just going to add some vines here. There's still going to be spots where they can just fall straight through and die, but this will reduce the amount of Endermen that actually do die. So there's that, and now we can actually start building our first spawning pad. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm gonna have the pistons on the bottom like this. I'm gonna have 5 of them on each side, so 20 of them per layer. This is actually a little bit less efficient than Panda's design. His design, I think, had 26, I think. Yeah, 13 on each side, 26 pistons. So mine's a little bit, or actually a lot less efficient, but that's fine. We'll get enough Endermen this way. So, yeah, here's our pistons, and the way I'm gonna actually power them is with tripwire. I already told you yet, because it's Panda's design. And I'm gonna be placing the blocks like this. Here's my tripwires here. The reason why I have the pistons on the bottom is because tripwire needs to have a transparent block under them for them to actually work, and that's what I'm doing here. Just put, but yeah, air is a transparent block, so it is, the tripwire is okay here. Alright, some redstone. This is actually going to go along this. Are these pistons? See if it works. I just stand right. I don't have the string in yet. Get some string in here. This, there we go. Okay, so it works. What's this? See, that whole row works. And for this one, it's a little bit tricky. Let's see, you're gonna place it like this. This one out like so. Let's just right here. Push that out like that. Actually, I can make this a little bit more compact. I can actually just do this. This block power that piston. This one. That's good. Just a bit. Oh god. Okay, so they both work. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. Let's see. And build this side up. Let's just do the same thing. And then this block out just in case. Not sure if that tripwire will activate it. Okay, there we go. So now we have all 4 of those installed, and I'm just gonna continue this until I reach 128 blocks above the spawning pad, and I'll need to extend that up too. Alright, I will see you when I finish this, and then we can see how efficient this farm actually is. Okay guys, I spent the last 4 hours working on this, and I've actually died 10 times. But I finally completed the grinder. I topped it off with water already. Everything's covered in water, so it's at its maximum efficiency or potential. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how we use it. And you just go in here, you look at the ground. You can actually run in the middle of this and actually just spam your left click. You can probably hear me click right now. Just make sure you don't look up. Another way to actually use it, you can actually use a pumpkin, and that way you can actually look wherever you want. And since they're one hit, when you attack them, they die, so you don't have to worry about them getting aggroed and killing you. So yeah, there's that, and you kill them a little bit faster than the rate that they spawn. So you can get to level 30 about the time that they actually stop or empty out. And by the time you enchant something and come back, they actually refill again. And I will show you this when I get to level 30. So just a few more levels. Yeah, and while I was building this, I told you guys I died 10 times, and most of those times, stuff actually fell out into the void. So this took a lot longer than it should have, because I had to go gather up materials again, but I had Tommy and Tyler helping me, so at least it didn't take longer than it did. And now I'm level 30, and I'm gonna enchant a book, see what I get. Well, that's kind of useless for me. But you can see they're starting to repopulate again. Let me take off my pumpkin. And it's pretty dense in there now. Some of them actually die when they get down here, so we lose some efficiency. And that's because of those little blocks up there that don't have a vine on them that buffers their falls. I will try to look into fixing that later, but it is running really well right now, and I'm really liking it. And another way to actually kill them without a pumpkin and not worrying about getting hit is actually running through here. I might change these to stairs so you don't actually accidentally pop up like this, so you have to actually jump. So this is another way you can actually get the experience from out here, as you can see right now. And if you can't really get it, you can just, well, that's not a good idea, because I'd probably just stare at most of them. I'm not really sure of the fix for getting these experience orbs as quickly, but you can relog and it will take off aggro if you had any, and you can actually just run in the middle of this and pick it all up faster. So that's how you use this grinder, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and please remember to comment and leave suggestions on what we should build and what we should change up. And I will try to get to all of them. And again, thank you and have a good night.